Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LCP 2025 matchup.
I kind of like the Dragons again. You know, last year, at the start of last year, Dragons were preferred by most teams, and then people worked out Void Grubs were broken, and so that became the main focus of everyone. But I think the Dragons now have a little bit more power just because the loss of power. Yeah, I mean, Mal, I imagine, is a little difficult to dive. Has the teleport, looking for the base, is going to be able to come back with full HP, but they should probably just leave Luon to the Wolves. The teleport is going to come through. Jimmy needs to get there. No other teleports, but it looks like they're going to be okay for now. The Fear is going to connect onto Luon. What can Lemus do? He's got the rebuttal available, but not able to find any way to use it. The ultimate's still there as well for him on the Mal. So far, just the one kill found onto Luon. Doesn't impact the game all that much, and you know, Jimmy's going to be able to make up for that gold essentially. Traded for the Dragon for now. No ultimates, and you know, both teams missing every single ultimate. Ultimately, it's still I would favor the side of SoftBank in this sort of situation.
Yeah, just some you know, beating of chests between the two supports, just, you know, posturing in front of each other.
Taking a lot of damage there, does use the rebuttal, but unfortunately it's not to block all that much damage. All of it comes out, it's going to be answered by a flash here out of Fade, and they're looking for an angle. You see on the top side of the map, Jimmy, and he's coming down. He's looking for that big, impactful Between Worlds ultimate. It's going to have to be done without Lemus's health bar and without the Solar Flare, but he's found his way into the back. He's going to find his way into everyone. That's three people getting hit hard by this Aurora, but the health bars are going down. Mir's going to have to escape with his life and will do so. So much damage being found. Jimmy, and he is being left alone in that pit. Does flash over the wall as Lemus gets caught by the Zinzao, is able to flash away. He's finding damage. Hell raining down on them from Fate's way, but it's not connecting. One more does come down, but it misses, and Biopanther, he is still full on HP and providing a tanky front line for his two carries as Jimmyan will manage to reconnect with the team. Yeah, I tend to agree. He is pretty far ahead of his lane opponent. There's four people now coming into the mid lane. Lemus going to have to be careful.
He's picked up a Coalfields here as
well.
Yeah,
building towards the Mirror Manor. He's just going damage.
Interesting.
Jimmyan, Between Worlds, not going to land on the back line, but does find a lot of damage onto Gang. Nonetheless, as Panther in the back line is going to have to flash away, and Evie stuns him up against the wall. That is one very, very dead Jace. The rest of the Chiefs trying to just tuck tail and leave, but Jimmyan won't be able to have that luxury as he is going to get claimed. It's going to be the feats of strength now secured for the side of SoftBank as two on the Chiefs do go down, and three left wondering what went wrong.
And this is where opting into a damage Jace and a Wukong who's going to go Triforce, you know, Sun of the Skies, I think really cripples the roster because you don't have a dedicated frontline. Biopanther's not wanting to tank, he's wanting to pump out damage from range.
Solar Flare goes wide, unfortunately. Marble able to just walk on out of that, and so that's a missing ultimate now on the side of Chiefs. Don't get a summoner either. Biopanther, though, still trying to be that artillery Jace now. This Gang going to spot out the side of the Chiefs here. Good clone by Mir, dodges out of the Winter's Bite and a lot of damage. Although, looking at the side here, Jimmy might have just been caught out by Evie, trying to find a way out, and he will hopefully get it out for himself, but it's a nice knock-up, and Fade just claims the kill. No way out eventually, as Marble even on the other side of things, trying to slow up the rest of the Chiefs. Mir does flash away and uses that clone for the knock-up through the Cyclone to at least get himself out to safety. Now SoftBank, they turn around, they're looking towards this Arakan, but I don't think it's just that easy. There is still a lot of range here available for the side of Chiefs.
So I'm going to make a prediction. Lemus is not going to find a single kill before the end of the game. I'm sorry, he's just not outputting the damage he needs to. And I don't think SHG are going to give Chiefs the, you know, an expiration date which allows Lemus to come online, which is a real problem because the bot lane carry is meant to pump out that damage.
Yeah, and Chana Crystal Arrow lands on a Biopanther, he's just being jumped upon. There is a lot of damage coming back though, as Mir might be able to confirm himself one if he does eventually go down. Mir secures that one, but Lemus on the wrong side of the fight, not able to help with this. No mop-up to come through. Still, the Arakan does reset, and with that, SoftBank not going to be able to claim it. You lose 2 lives, but you do stop this objective from going down. Luon, looking very ambitiously for a Solar Flare, is going to at least get a flash out of Marble here, as Chiefs are going to be able to get some control over this top side of the map.
Yeah, I'm lacking faith. Lacking faith at the moment with the draft. I think for the most part it worked. until we head down to the bot lane.
Teleport down in that bot lane. It's going to be them now starting up this Artican. It's going to be a 4v5 at best. Fate slowly but surely making his way up here. This Artican takes a long time to take out. Leandri's available for Lemus. Does mean he is doing a bit of damage to it. This Courage now going to be able to come up and join. Remember, all of the resistances on the side of Chiefs getting shredded bit by bit. Heavy going to be looking for the Steadfast Presence. Does find it, but Mir with a fantastic clone actually gets out of it. And Charter Crystal this time landing onto Biopanther again. Has the flash to get himself out. And Jimmy finding a large chunk of damage onto Courage here on the Zinzal. But Mir now in a treacherous position, will just be going out. Almost certainly will get the clone away, and a nice E, but eventually the Steadfast Presence does claim his life. Now Luon, low on HP, no ultimate available to himself. It's almost entirely up to Lemus to find that poke damage to try and deny Artican, but Luon finds a fantastic stun, and the shutdown comes through for Lemus as Jimmy is ducking and diving and flashing and getting himself out. Lemus with a lot of damage too coming through. Luon will eventually be found out, and Biopanther does go down. Health bars on the side of SoftBank are still very low, while both these Chiefs AP carries remain fairly topped up. The Artican still will not be felled as Chief and SoftBank meet at an impasse.
I stand by it. Just Lemus on the smell is not doing enough damage in these team fights. I don't know if there's another pick in terms
there's a ward there, there's a ward there. They're not going to know. Lemus eventually does wake up to the fact this is occurring. Jimmy and though doing a lot of damage. The rebuttal comes through. Can they find the kill onto at least one of these champs? No, unfortunately they will not. He's trying to, but he cannot. It's a double kill as more members from the Chiefs
couldn't even do much there. They do get the kill onto Fate, but it does then result in, well, Bio unfortunately, yeah, not able to do much. One kill, and it's still tough to feel her presence in this game.
Yeah, at the moment, I think also SoftBank, to their credit, have been doing a good job of throwing out all these ultimates that can be sent back at them, but making sure they're not aimed towards the Mal. Artican now is being started up once again. It's down to 9k HP. Chief's going to find any way back into this pit. Mir's going around. It's 4k. They don't have any idea how low it is. It's going to be going down. The Voracious is going to be secured here. And now it's up to Chiefs to try and live through what is about to be an oncoming storm from the SoftBank roster. Down will go Luon. He is trying to play Disrupt, and he does a fairly good job of doing so. But Lemus getting caught by that Winter's Bite does mean he's getting low. He rebuts that one, so he's not slowed up and finds the root, so might just be able to get himself out. He's looking for damage on the back end. Evie as well. He's all seeking for this Lemus for the Mal, but I think he's made enough, enough of a gap to at least get himself to safety, committing the teleport as well to ensure no one can follow him. Chiefs can really do about it. You commit to the fight. Yes, maybe you get some withdrawals, but you almost certainly lose a bunch of your members. Down to 6k HP, Evie is going to be hitting Mir away, so no chance of a steal now, and Evie just being that menacing tank in the front line. So much HP, through comes in Charter Crystal Arrow, connects now onto Luon, who's going to be stunned up in the middle of the enemy team. Jimmy is going to be able to get himself out with that between worlds, but it is Luon that's going to pay the price. Still a lot of damage coming through. It's a really nice glacial fissure, and Biopanther, he's trying to get away, he gets slowed up, he's going to get stunned. No, the flash actually available for him, so he does manage to narrowly get himself out of harm's way. And SoftBank, though, still, they have the revive. They now have a Baron buff to boot. And looking to march down this mid lane.
Yeah, and Lemus takes a lot of damage. There's not much he can do in response. If he steps too close, he's dead. He's just going to die anyway. I just don't think there's anything he can do. This might even be probably not the end of the game, I suppose, with the respawns coming up now and just a lot of key utility available. So they crack mid in him. That gives them all the priority they could possibly want. They do get a single withdraw, but at the end of the day, it's Evie. He's quite happy.
Ultimately, he doesn't change anything. They get the tower. Dragon now spawning it is going to be a soul for the side of SoftBank if they are able to get it for themselves. They are no longer going to have access to that revive, which, Chiefs are counting their blessings for, but they're starting up the Dragon, and Chiefs really quickly have to act upon it. They have to find a way in. Jimmy is going to be found by Evie. There's no way for him to look for any sort of flank as Lemus taking a lot of damage from Fade, and out will go Mir. Down will go the Dragon as a Hextech Soul, the most egregious soul to try and deal with. Jimmy trying to offload a lot of damage here in the fight, but Mir may be able to find a way in. He does. The Cyclone's great. The Between Worlds is also very, very good. And we're seeing so much damage from the Chiefs. Lemus gets one execute. They're able to get another one on Jimmy, but still Courage and Fate remain. There's so much damage coming through, but only this Mal will be up to try and deal with this onslaught that SoftBank are providing. 4 kills to 17, 3 members left alive for the side of SoftBank versus just Lemus, and this should just be game number 1 done and dusted.
I mean, he's doing good damage on the Courage, but the problem is he's not getting damage onto anyone else. Like, Marble face tanked a full Q from Lemus and it did nothing. Yeah, there's not much he can do. Luon's here now to try and assist, but the towers are gone. They just don't have to worry. The damage output isn't there. They finish him off. Oh, okay, no.
Here's the one shot. Nice little turnaround onto Marble. Consolation prize at the end of the day, but it is SoftBank now that they do lead the series. Mare gets reset number 1, and you really do put together a pretty good team fight for yourself. So, I mean, that should just be the name of the game for Chiefs. You know, get Luon in there, play disrupt. Those slight differences can make a huge sort of team fight breakout or a skirmish breakout around an objective and turn this game on its head very quickly.
Now, I mean, it's going to be interesting. 10.5 minutes from now is going to be the indicator to look for, because both teams have only won when they're ahead at 15 minutes. It happened last game for SHG. So it's going to be one to look at. Evie is being jumped on.
Yeah, Evie does have flash available to himself. Mare looking to try and help out here. The unstoppable comes through, but BioPanther biding time. And they're going to get the solo kill. Not the solo kill, but the kill nonetheless, as BioPanther is going to secure first. I think because that flash is down now, Chiefs aren't going to want to contest it, although fighting very hard for control over this mid wave means that at least Jimmy will have first move. It's going to be Void Grub number 1, definitely picked up by Courage.
Which is what we're seeing at the moment is the trade of the 2-1 for both sets of Void Grub. So both teams will usually end up with 3, but it's not a clean take for either of them. Courage stepping back in, Fate on the back line could be a problem.
Yeah, he's freed himself up from that middle lane. The charm coming out of Jimmy, and it's a nice dash away from that Spirit Rush, but my god, Mare has been completely one-shit gang, going to be taken out. It's a nice headbutt by Luon to try and keep himself alive, but ultimately Fate finds his way back in. It's a double kill. It's a 2-for-2 scoreline, and it's SoftBank fighting back. Dive, it was a little bit of a misusage of the summoner, and it will cost him in the fight that does break out there on after. Now, Fate, very scary, has that Hextech alternator, is up gold. Importantly though, Jimmy was able to find the kill onto Gang, so did keep himself in touching distance of the gold here in terms of Fate. 4 stacks on the Dark Seal, however, is a bit scary.
Heavy is teleporting right into Bio, but I mean, look, Bio not willing to just outright. I think he got a lot of damage out off the the finish of that TP, but the side's better of it.
Yeah, just ultimately solo kills shouldn't be happening in this lane. It's kind of crazy that what was not a solo kill, but essentially,
oh boy,
in many ways, Fate just doing so much damage. But Mare here, that's going to be the perfect execution, able to come out, but Jimmy has to dodge. No, he doesn't.
Oh.
Fantastically played. What an amazing gank out of Mare. He finds the timing. Jimmy, importantly, for the Chiefs and their fans, he didn't. And you're seeing, I think, improvements already in game 2 comparative to game number 1 in terms of the micro play. Mare there, the literal last auto attack he could possibly get off at the last second. BioPanther going to find a lot of damage there. Just constantly being able to dodge away. He's going for the one shot. Can he one shot the Cassante? It's looking damn well like it. Evie's going to be able to get all of his damage back up, and BioPanther holds it. BioPanther's holding him with so much damage here, and now Evie's dead. It was exciting until it wasn't, as the rest of the Chiefs do come and mop up that kill. Jimmy as well given it an ideal situation for the Chiefs, as once again BioPanther is being that rock.
With that brittle, it just chunks out so much damage, and Bio plays that for Jimmian. He knows that he is in the win condition. He needs to accelerate Jimmian.
And immaculately played too. All the cease and desist though, talking about Jimmian, but he's able to Spirit Rush up. Oh my god, the reset's going to come through. Mare does get it. There's resets for Jimmian as well. There's one more Spirit Rush going to be available, but it's a 5v4. No BioPanther there. Means the team fight being mopped up. Killer Instinct in for Marble as Lemus runs for his life. Barrier's going to be available, not going to need to use it. And what looked like a great start to the fight does end up going poorly for the side of Chiefs. Still, it is a 1-kill return, but ultimately Marble out of nowhere picking up 2.
Yeah, Chiefs at least deny the feat of strength, surely. But Evie again overstaying.
Yeah, BioPanther. He's going for it again. Mare's going to be here. Nice unstoppable. Evie's going to have to flash away, but it's the brittle coming through. The all-out! And all of a sudden, I think Evie didn't quite expect it to go just that far. He's going to be taken out. Give this one to Mare, I reckon. Big Bio, you deserve the kill, but it's definitely not going to be best suited for you. Evie does buy a lot of time, but It is just an inevitability. There we go. Mir does pick it up. Much needed kill now. 2-2-3 there on the Viego as once again is BioPanther finding everything for the side of Chiefs. It's the tower going down now, so feats of strength will be available for SoftBank if they are able to pick up this dragon, which they are already hitting and will be able to take.
To create some map pressure for you, because Chiefs had, despite a phenomenal start, to really slow down.
Yeah, Courage finding a way onto the flank there is going to be able to get on in, but it's going to be ultimately Gang just going down immediately. Fate trying to find a way in. Spirit Rush available for Jimmy, and he is getting very low. Tries to find something onto Marble, but just gets executed over the wall there by that perfect execution. Still 4v4 on the cards. Mir going to use that ult to get on out. Here comes the train, though. A nice knock up, but Marble's in. Marble's really in. But Mir, somehow Hero is going to be able to save that Rift Herald that does get picked up. He's able to collect it, but Lemus is going to go down as Courage comes over that wall. And it's another teamfight loss to the Chiefs, but they do manage to get that Rift Herald, saving them from more destruction on their towers.
Now, I think Chiefs were just ahead at 15 minutes, you know, just about 2 minutes ago. And yeah, he's just taken so much damage.
What a play.
But yeah, the worst possible situation for Jimmian. Jumps over the wall into Marble, who's waiting in the wings, and then Fate comes over for the shutdown. So the one saving grace being that they did take the Rift Herald, thankfully, so they have that in the back pocket. But yeah, look, it's looking a bit dire at the moment for the Chiefs.
Thankfully, though, Luon, he knows he's going down and managed to actually get into the Rift Herald pit. Where Gang is on the map and does wisely choose to not just ram his head against the Cassante. Herald, however, will ram its head against the mid lane tower and take that down to one auto attack or thereabouts off going down. A nice charm from Jimmian and the stun from Mir is going to chunk out Gang to about half HP, as BioPanther also going to be teleporting in alongside Evie. So 5v5 around this dragon now, as Chiefs not wanting to give over the soul point. In goes Gang though, nice 5-man or 3-man even on the Magnet Storm. Unstoppable will go Mir. He's made his way out for the time being, but Fate is going to be able to secure that kill there. Lemus not got the damage to deal with Fate for the time being, and Evie with the 3-man, the Tofu strikes, shut down any chance of Chiefs taking that team fight, and it was a hard lane for him, but he's made up for it tenfold in that fight as SoftBank look to take the voracious Artican.
O's fans are in shambles currently, unfortunately. Yeah, just the fight happening before I think Chiefs are alive, because Lemus, he's only just now got his Muramana up. He hasn't even got that. He's just come back to collect the wave, but he will be heading back for it soon. And Fate just does so much damage. Jimmian's too squishy. Mir is too squishy to be able to, survive through that explosive power. They do get the shutdown again. But you look at it, even after death, the Darksteel still has 7 stacks, and Gang plays that brilliantly.
Yeah. What an engage. Able to lock down Jimmian and Mir. Jimmian, yes, he gets out, and BioPanther trying to do what he can to peel, but Fate makes his way in the back line. Able to mop up Mir, able to mop up Luon, even taking Lemus down to the most minute amount of health. And then right here, this all out. Without that, there's a true chance that Jimmian's able to try and find another reset and maybe even look for a win on that team fight, but Ivy against this Akali up on the top side. Luon is going to find his way and to cancel out the kick crash down from Gang, and maybe we're able to look for something here as the Unbreakable Will does come out. The teleport, however, here for Fate. They are able to get at least one withdraw, but keep in mind there's no resets when this is happening, so Mir not going to get so much power. But the flash in, Jimmy is going to be taken out. It's another withdrawal though, as Lemus is hidden from the back lines. Mir trying to get something, but the crash down, it's going to be the Magnet Storm. Lemus gets one more for his work, and yeah, Marble as well as Courage maintain their health bars up to full. It is going to be a fairly reasonable job here by the Chiefs as 4v5. They're able to get the teleport out, they get the withdrawals down, and BioPanther even secures himself a tower.
Yeah, I think that's a bad situation there. At least you're funneling gold now onto Lemus and the rest of the team. The gap's still sitting around.
Viego before anything can come through, and that was all she wrote. Not quite got the damage to deal with that Cassante did Mir in that situation. The flash forward, we're on to Courage. Are we able to go find anything more though? It's an ult. Unfortunately does land there onto the Alistair, but it's still going to be Fate and the rest of SoftBank with all the damage they ever need. Courage does pick himself up a double kill and should all but confirm that they will now be picking up this Baron soon to follow.
Bio is not there in the front line. Mir explodes. Luon can't do anything because the rest of his carries are backed off. Chiefs consistently forcing the issue in a way that ultimately is going to cost them the game. This is not just an issue for this week, it has been an issue all season.
By the side of SoftBank, as they do send 4, even 5 as Fate comes to join them to this top side. Jimmy in the waiting wings finds a nice amount of damage onto Gang. Lima's trying to follow up, but will not manage to pierce through that Rel shield, unfortunately. Mir, nice stun, lands onto Marble. They find their way on. That's a lot of damage coming through onto this AD carry. He gets shielded up though, and will go Luon. He doesn't have all that much tankiness despite the ultimate going, and down will go this Alistair. It's now a 4v5. Baron still to get through. Marble still topped up in HP. And Chiefs left wanting. Evie does use that Pathmaker. Might just be able to get himself out with a flash. Almost certainly will. The Sterix, however, for Vi keeping him topped up in HP. As Mir will have to flash away. And down will go Jimmy and Lemus with a lot to do. Mir getting executed. It's only Lemus left. And SoftBank, it was a hard-fought game, but eventually they're going to be able to take it.
Oaths fans are in shambles, as this will be Oceania propelled down into the depths of the leaderboard for the LCP. They had so many opportunities. This was far from a done deal, but they forced the issue. They make some key mistakes, and it definitely feels like there is no one part of this team that is making the most egregious mistakes. It feels like a team effort, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is an unfortunate truth that just, you know, SoftBank were the better team.